Hello, everyone. If you're seeing me, you know it's Go Up Thursday yet again, and Joe will be along now in a moment to tell you what we are doing today. I hope you're enjoying our weekly challenges where Joe and I challenge each other to style certain items three different ways. And today we've got something very exciting for you coming up. I'm going to have a cup of tea. Let's hear what Joe has to say.
Hi everyone, it's Joe from Shines Bright at Midlife with Confidence. Well, it's me again, popping up in Ruth's weekly video of Glow Up Thursday. This is a regular feature for me every week to say hi and let you know what we're doing this week for Glow Up Thursday. Well, this week we are styling a little short cord skirt three different ways. Ruth and I have a cord skirt which is a similar colour, like a rusty sort of browny colour. So we thought, let's style it three ways. I hope after this video you will cross the waters to Joe Shines Bright at Midlife with Confidence, where I will share with you how I'm going to style this little cord skirt. So enjoy the video. I can't wait to see what Ruth is doing with her little skirt, and I will see you very soon on the other side. But as I always say, keep shining brightly, and from me, I send you all of my love and light to you. Take care, lots of love, bye.
Well, thanks, Joe, for the introduction and telling everyone what we're going to be doing this week. Yes, that little cord skirt, and I actually have it on because the first look I was going to show you guys today is a kind of a country casual look that you might go out for a nice walk in a forest, you might take the dog for a walk if you've got one, you might walk along the beach. That's the kind of look today. I know, completely different from me, but I'm always saying to you guys, our style should always be evolving. And while we might wear something one day because it's fitting for what we want to do, well, then it'll be something else another day. And today, yes, today I've got this little rustic skirt on. I hope you can see it okay. The light is not great. We've got a dull, foggy day here, although the sun is trying to come out. It's a Monday when I'm recording this. My little granddaughter, I left her to school this morning. This was my look for the school run this morning. I will show you how I finished off now shortly. Little cord skirts are so versatile. It's a little short one. This is from Next. This one, I picked it up in a charity shop in Antrim at Junction 1. It's quite short, but because I'm wearing the thick tights, it's absolutely fine. And I love a chunky boot with a short skirt. I think it takes it away from being a little bit maybe outdated even to being more funky just because of the footwear, and footwear is so important. If I had wore this with high heels, I think it would have looked a little bit 80s. And while 80s looks okay, I think when you're older and you've been through that era of dressing like we did in the 80s, I think it's nice to have a little more dressed down look. So I definitely think it's going to be all lower heels with this skirt for me for all of my looks today. There will be different footwear, there'll be different tops. I hope you'll watch on and see my three looks. Right, let's finish off this look now. The sweatshirt is from Lighthouse Style and it's got little poppers on it. And I've just got a little t-shirt on underneath just for a layer. I probably would have put a darker one on, but this is just one I had on this morning for my layer and for change. No tucking. I really like the long line jumper with the shorter skirt. I think the hemlines work really nicely and goes for that elongated style. I will show you how it might have looked if I had brought it up and left the back out. But no, today I wanted long line, and I think it's very flattering. Right. This is a size 12, which gives room for me to have a little bit extra space in the hips and that. I don't like anything too tight. I don't like to be feeling as if you're always pulling at your tops. Do you ever notice sometimes you'll see ladies and they're always pulling at their tops? I always think size up, and then that won't happen because you'll not feel self-conscious then, and that's what I did with this. The Lighthouse clothing items seem to be just right on for size, and so I'm very happy with the size 12 here. I think the little tail stripe goes really nicely with this rustic card, and to bring the colour together, I've got my tail boots on, which are last year from Lunar, and my navy tights. Right, let's get the top layer on. A little pre-loved blazer. It's next tailoring, and it's quite a warm blazer. What I like about it is it's got a heavy feel to it, so it would work for like an outer coat on a day like today when it's going to be maybe about 11 or 12 degrees. Kind of all you need. There's no pockets in this, unfortunately. I would love to be putting my hands in pockets. Now these seem to be fake. I don't think they're properly stitched, so they're fake definitely. But it brings the look together, doesn't it? I love a long line jacket with a short skirt. Just really helps proportions. And I just got to pull up the sleeve a little bit, show a little bit of my cuff, of my jumper. All those little details make such a difference to your look. And I thought I would add a little scarf. The collar, so you see the collar coming tight like this. And another reason I find when I'm wearing a jumper like this and it's got a pale collar, you know about you, sometimes makeup rubs off on it. So a scarf in here will stop the makeup rubbing off on it because it's not good for clothes to wash them every time we wear them. So if I can find ways of keeping them cleaner so I don't have to wash them as often, then it's a win-win. And this is ideal. But you can see already what I'm doing. Just adding that little bit of depth of colour because that suits up, goes up onto my face and actually just makes it look that little bit more chic. Finishing the look with an Effley bag. This is what I wore to the school run this morning. I think it's pretty cool. It's chic, it's casual, it's comfy, looks the part. Hand in my pocket. There we go. I love it. I hope you like it too. Do let me know if this is the look you would wear. This is look number 1. Ta-da! And I'm sure you're thinking for a while, Ruth, you haven't been singing for a while. And you know what? I haven't been singing, and I'm not really sure why. Although I think some of the time is because, well, I've been dealing with back pain, as you know. Now today I'm having a good day because I've rested over the weekend and not been sitting at my desk, because sitting at my desk is the biggest problem. Friday was awful, I have to say. And I don't want to talk about it because it makes me emotional, but sitting at my desk for prolonged periods, even with me getting up to walk. I set a timer every 15 minutes so I get up from my desk and go for a walk just to stretch my back and my legs and my neck. And that doesn't even help. And it takes me then all the weekend recovering. So I'm happy to be off today again. And then I'll be back trying to manage my pain for the next few days. Now I'm using my LED light therapy pad. I use that every day for 30 minutes on my back and then 20 minutes on my neck. And well, it's going to take time as well, but I just like the gentle heat from that, and that feels very healing. I have, discovered I've got, if you didn't see my previous videos, so I've got degenerative discs in my lower back and in my neck. And it's years basically of sitting at the desk. It is what it is. Everyone gets issues over the years. So it's just about managing it now. And to manage that, I'm doing my Pilates, which I've been doing every day since Thursday. So that's Thursday. So this is my 5th day of Pilates, and I feel it in every muscle in my body. And this is me doing beginner's Pilates. But I feel that I will strengthen my core and my back muscles, and hopefully that will all help to minimise the pain and strengthen that area for me. Right, I digress. I didn't really need to go on to that topic. Let's see how we're going to style look number 2, that little bit more chic. I like to do chic. So I'm back with look number 2. This little mint velvet pre-loved blouse, a little bit sheer, but I'm going to layer it up. And this time I am going to not tuck it either, because I'm going to do a jumper over the top of it. So I'm going to do my misplaced buttoning, which takes up the hem. And you'll not see that whenever I've got my top on. So it's brought up the hem a little bit. Let's see now what else I'm going to add. I haven't changed my tights. Ideally, I might change into burgundy tights, but you know the faff about changing into different colours of tights. And I hope you will understand. I'm not going to chop and change out of coloured tights today. I have quite the collection. I actually have a big box, lidded box, which I have all my coloured tights in, because these things keep for years. You wash them and they hardly ever lather. So that's what I love. And I'm a big lover of better tights, as you know. We're keeping it chic, and I'm going to go with these little boots just to add a little bit of height. And I do love a pointy toe. I think it looks so elegant and it helps elongate the leg. Try and get into them without falling over. So you see how that elongates the leg. The pointy toe helps. The fact that they're like a similar colour to my skirt. They're burgundy. Burgundy and rust actually go really nicely together. And this is like a pinky raspberry colour. So I just love this colour theme. You can see where I'm going with this today, can't you? Right, let's get another layer on because, well, we need our layers right now. I bought this a few years ago in Marseille when we were on a cruise in France, and it is from the brand Springfield. This jumper washes so well. I love light layers. I'm not a big chunky jumper person. I get too warm for one thing, but I don't feel, I feel too bulky. So a light layers is the way I go. And if I was really cold, I would wear a vest top underneath this and have my blouse and then this, and then I'll have my outer layer. Okay, so you're getting to see the layered effect. I do love to see a shirt tail coming down underneath a jumper. The jumper, I've just tucked it up and under. Sometimes I would actually use an elasticated band or a hair bobble just to tie in the back and then tuck it up and in. But this jumper, actually, just the type of material with it, it sits quite flat to me anyway and looks well. So that is that layer. Right, let's get some jewellery on and some extras. It has to be this one. All right, so you're getting to see the look coming together. The only thing I am not overly keen about is the navy tights, but they're not bad. I think I would put maybe a brown colour on with these because you'll see why would I add my blazer. The blazer I'm going to add is this little pre-loved Zara. I love the weight of this blazer. It's warm, it's cosy, it's got some browns in it, it's got like a raspberry pinky colour in it. Perfect with these rust colours. Now, we're really getting somewhere, aren't we? Yeah. I do love my scarves. If I'm not adding a tie necklace, I'm adding a scarf. This is my little pre-loved scarf I got in Garva. I think it was brand new, actually. Brand new with tags. Someone had never used it. Love the colours, and look how well it goes with the rust in the skirt. So you can see already this look has come together. I just have one more item, and that is my bag. And I'm going to go with my little Ellie Bowman sling bag. Right. So this is a look I would say I would wear to the office, or to lunch, or to anywhere. Anywhere I don't have to walk too far. Because if I had to walk, I would actually swap out these boots for sort of chunky boots. But that is another look. Let me come in a bit closer. You see all the work, they all work really nicely together. The raspberries, the rust, and the beautiful mustards in this just all works so nicely. The wine colour of the bag. I just think this is a fully pre-loved outfit apart from this jumper, which I've had a few years. Even the boots are pre-loved. I got them in Vinted a few years ago. They're new look. You do not have to buy new to look amazing. Now, I do buy new, but I just don't buy new often. I always buy very considered purchases that I'll be able to use time and time again. And coming up soon, there is going to be a haul of the Joe Brown stuff I've ordered. You're going to get to see the try on, so do watch out for that in the coming days. But there we go. Look two. Yeah. Shake it, baby, shake it. Yeah, I like it. Shimmy, shimmy. All right. Look, number three. It's a little bit outside the box for me. The next look. I've had to think about it. I haven't tried it yet. You're going to get to see with me, and we will see together if it works or not. And you can drop me a comment at the end and tell me which of the looks was your favourite. Would you wear any of these? Have you got a little skirt like this, even a denim skirt? And are you inspired to try some of the looks either myself or Jo will be doing with hers? And do remember at the end of this video to pop on over and watch Jo's as well. Back with a little blouse on that I've had for several years. It's pre-loved. It's one of my favourites. I don't even know the brand. I don't even care. This one's going to get tucked in. We're going to try a long pair of boots this time. These are my brown suede boots. Oh, the skirt's a little bit big. It's a size 14. It's roomy, but I like it because it's bigger and it can go down in the hips rather than sit tight in the waist, and it's more comfortable to wear as well. Okay, so what can I do to this outfit that'd be a little bit different? You know what? I thought if I had a long cardigan, wouldn't that be nice? But I don't have a long cardigan, so I have improvised. I've got a wrap style dress, which is this lovely ginger colour, which I think is going to work. It's trial and error. And I need to get rid of these. Let's see. Just tie them around the back. I've tied the cardigan loosely around, or the dress loosely around my back, so it kind of looks like an open cardigan, just to give that extra layer. Now, let's see. I think we need a tie today. I've got one picked out. You know, there has to be a print clash somewhere. And I think this little print clash, it looks like it's almost a match for the shirt, I think. Yeah, I like it. Let's pull up the sleeves. Let's show that. Now, what do we think? I need to go and check myself in the mirror because this is a new look for me. Okay, it's not bad, but I think I'm going to change out the boots because I don't feel the boots are maybe right with this. So I'll be back in a second with different shoes. All right, so I'm back with this shoes changed out to these navy patent boots. Got these a couple of years ago, just a little bit more chic, but they're still comfortable because they've got a little block heel. They're not too high. I love the tan section in the back, which kind of brings in the rest of the colours I'm working with. Definitely flows better. I'm going to try a belt now to see what that looks like. I'm not fussed on seeing buttons and zips and things. And I think a belt sometimes just covers up the area we don't want to see. So I just tuck this back on itself because these belts slide open if you don't. All right, you tell me if you like the belt or not. I like the belt because the waistband in this skirt gets a little bit loose. So this is one way of keeping the shape at my waist and keeping the skirt feeling as if it's not riding down on my hips. So I was going to try a different bag. The blue Neffily bag brings out the blue in the boots, and I am loving this outfit. Yeah. Well, I am really pleased with how this turned out. Yes, ideally, I would have liked a longer cardigan that maybe would have had a little bit more fullness to it here, but because I've tied the wrap behind my back, very loosely, mind you, it's just bringing it back a bit, but it just gives you that warmer layer. I pulled up the sleeves so you can see the cuffs off my shirt. I think it's a really nice look. I'm very pleased with that. So, Joe, what have you thought of my styling today? Have you liked it? And you ladies out there who are watching, which one's your favourite? If I had to choose, I'm not sure because I like them all and they all have different places that you could be wearing them to. But I feel very chic in this, and I think I have done a stellar job. And I cannot wait to see, Joe, what you have done with your skirt that's very similar. And I can't wait to watch that now. Well, I have poured myself another coffee. Yes, I am doing the not eating anything to 1 o'clock, which means a lot more tea and coffee. I am enjoying an extra little caffeine boost. I'm feeling good. I hope all is well with you guys too, and that you're feeling good and that you have enjoyed the inspiration today for Glow Up Thursday. Don't forget now to check out for Saturday, 11 a.m. My next vlog will be coming up. This week's vlog, let me think what it is because I always have these pre-recorded. This week's vlog is a little bit of a mini haul. There's a little bit of an outing to Port Stewart. You will see bits and pieces that's been happening, and I hope you will join me there. You take care. God bless. And don't forget, be your own kind of fabulous.